Okay, here I am back in my edit form mode. So this is where I could add questions. If I scrolled down to the bottom, I could add another item. I'll show you really quickly that it's not just question types. I could also at this point add things like a section header or a page break or an image or a video, a YouTube video. So that's kind of handy to just know that you can do that. But what I want to talk about is seeing our responses. So up here we can see that there's already been one response to my form. And the first time you check your responses, the very first time you ever make a form, this box right here won't say view responses, it will say choose response destination. And if when you click that, then you'll have the opportunity to have it always create a new spreadsheet for you when you create forms. And from that point on, it will look like mine and you'll have view responses. So that's what I recommend you do. So just use the default settings there the first time you do it and all will be good. So here's what we're going to look at. Let me go ahead and click. And here's our data. So it timestamps for us automatically. Here's the information I put in, and here is the color I selected. So you can see that the information from your form, when people fill out your live form, let me just show you the live form again. When they fill this out, it automatically feeds into this spreadsheet. And it's important to think about, I've got these three tabs open, it helps to think that there's really three sides to every form. There's the place where you can edit the form, so that's one side of it. Then there's your live form, and then there's your responses. So it's important to realize that there are those three sides. So here I am with my responses. I could share my responses. That's not sharing the form for people to fill it out, and it's not sharing the form for people to help me edit the questions that are being asked. This would be just to share the spreadsheet results with people. So you can share that way. From the form itself, when I was building the form, I could add collaborators. If I wanted to do that, I would go here and I would, from the File menu, and choose Add Collaborators. Okay, so then other people could be helping me write the questions for my form. I could do that. And then if I want to get my live form, which looks like this, out to people, I quite frankly think the easiest way is to get this URL, copy it, and either paste it into an email or put it as a link to the website or that sort of thing. So that's, I think, the easiest way to share an actual live form with people so they can fill it out. You'll notice if I click back over to here, you're going to be tempted to use this button, the Send Form button. You'll also see it at the bottom of your form, Send Form. When I click either one of those, up what pops is a place where I could put people's email addresses. So you're going to be tempted to just put the email addresses of the people you want there and let Google send this email for you, which you could do. But you're limited to the number of emails that can go out a day, and it's a pretty small limit. So I think after you send 30 to 30 people, you won't be able to send any more. So I just kind of coach people to always ignore this route and instead just get the link and share it that way. So there you have it. We've covered creating a form. We've covered how you can see the responses. Notice that both of these are going to show up in your drive. One is going to say form demo in this case, and the other ones will say form demo responses when you look in your drive. That's how they'll be listed. But you can navigate back and forth between them any way you want. So even from the spreadsheet, I could go back to my edit form, or I could go to my live form. And over here, right, I could go to my spreadsheet this way by viewing responses, or I could go to my live form. Another cool feature that I'm going to point out that you can access from either the form editing side or the spreadsheet side is this tool. So it's actually under responses here. Under responses, I can see a summary of responses. I don't have much data in this particular form, but you can see that because this was a multiple choice question, it was automatically creating a pie graph. So that's a pretty handy way to look at your data. So you'll either get pie graphs or bar graphs depending on the data that you've collected, and that's a handy thing there for forms. So there you have it. I think that's all you need for the basics of forms. Thank you.